Hello, it's Brick Bros UK and we have our alternative build for the LEGO Spider-Man Homecoming set Beware the Vulture 76083, which we know is a build lots of you guys have been excited to see. So it's nice to finally be able to show you our build because we created the alternative build we're calling the Tech Takedown that includes an Avengers weapons depot and Bulldozer vehicle. And if you want to make this, you can check out the step-by-step build tutorial at the end, but first let's get a closer look at the builds. Now we did have a few parts left over which you could add to the build, and by popular demand we decided to keep the Vulture's wings intact because they're a crucial part of the villain, so there's no need to break them up. But we have improved the villain by arming him with a multi-stud shooting Chitauri blaster, which is a one-handed weapon he can unleash on the heroes when he swoops in to cause chaos. Moving on from the Vulture, it's the Bulldozer that's a vehicle we designed for Shocker so we can crash it into the Avengers weapons depot and steal the special weapons. So starting at the front, we made this armoured yellow bucket from a variety of tiles, slope parts and plates. Then we clipped on some orange lights with grill pieces at the top to give the bucket a good construction site design. We also wanted the bucket to move in place, so it's got a hinge connection which allows you to elevate it up and down, just like a real Bulldozer bucket. Moving up the vehicle, you can see that it has a white and grey cap that's got a protective viewing slit for the driver, which gives the vehicle a more menacing look, and on top of the slit we attached a number plate just for extra detail. Now looking at the side, you can see that we kept its design simple due to the limited pieces, but the wheels, like on the van, still look good with the white wheel arches, and we raised the vehicle's chassis to give the bucket enough ground clearance. And if we turn to the back, we completed its body by adding a few parts to this open area with brake lights lower down. So that's the outside of the Bulldozer, and if you want to gain access inside, you can simply unclip the cab's white roof to reveal the driver's seat that has a steering wheel. And because we've designed this vehicle for the Shocker, we've left plenty of room around the seat so that minifigure can clip into the driver's seat, still armed with his giant fists, which we thought would be useful in play because you won't need to take them off to use this vehicle. So that's the Bulldozer that will be great to use in the battles around the Avengers weapons depot. Next up, it's that very build, the Avengers Weapons Depot, that's basically a small research facility where we thought the Avengers could test specialist weapons they find like the Chitauri tech. Now it wasn't the easiest of builds because we only had a limited amount of van parts to play with, so it does have a crude open construction, but overall it has a good grey and white research facility colour scheme as well as some fun features that will improve play. So starting on the right hand side, in this area we made a loading bay for deliveries where the crates can be stacked up and stored next to the low wall. There's also a watchtower above the crates providing security because it has a searchlight on the end with a purple platform where a minifigure like Spider-Man can stand to keep an eye on the deliveries below. But the best bit about this tower is that you can push it right over in play, which is the perfect action play feature to use with the Bulldozer, because Shocker can zoom in and ram the tower to send Spider-Man flying to start the battle. Moving on, inside the depot it's got a grey base floor, and we also built up part of the wall with these sloped white bricks that add nice battle damage and web detail to the build. We also created a handy weapons rack on the left that's a useful place to hang up Shocker's blaster. Then directly in front of this rack we put in a tan brick worktop which the Avengers could use when they examine weapons or do tests. Then for an extra touch on this side you can attach the large web piece to add some more spider webbing to the build during a fight, but you can easily take it off when you don't need it. Now to the side of the weapons rack in the centre is this large white weapons vault which stores the specialist weapons securely, and we've used a good combination of tiles and slope pieces to give the door a clean, smooth finish. You can also see that we built in a control panel from Spider-Man's phone so the minifigures can type in the password, plus it adds to its overall design. And once the correct password has been entered, you can pull down the vault door to get to the goodies like the Chitauri tech egg, which has been encased to protect it from the villains. So this vault is an interesting different play feature because it gives the heroes a cool objective to defend. Then finally, if we swivel around to the back of the depot on the other side of the wall, you can see that we built it up as best as we could with all the spare tiles and plates to complete the building's design. So that's the Avengers Weapons Depot that might not be the best looking build, but with its opening vault, collapsible tower and useful storage, it should be a fun area to take on the villains. On a final note, our Tech Takedown alternative build expands play nicely for this set because it turns the single van build into two new and interesting creations. Because the villains have a blaster for Vulture now, as well as a cool Bulldozer for Shocker, which will deal some damage to the heroes with its moving bucket that will also cause chaos at the Avengers Weapons Depot. And the depot build, even though it's crude, gives your heroes a little base that you could improve or build on, but with its fun play features, it's definitely a cool place to defend and battle around with Iron Man and Spider-Man. Spider-Man. So if you like these builds as much as we do and want to make them, here's the step-by-step build tutorial. And that's the finished build, so now you can enjoy this tech takedown, or maybe you've taken inspiration from the build to make something more awesome. Hope you enjoyed a Brick Bros UK alternative build, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to Brick Bros UK.